So welcome to the antennas and wave propagation lecture series. Here we are continuing the first unit, antennas fundamentals and linear wire antennas, lecture 2. So main contents are learning outcomes, radiation mechanism in two wire dipole, as well as the current distribution of a thin wire antenna at different lengths and different times. So after completion of this topic, student will able to understand the concept of radiation mechanism in of various antennas like two wire antenna and half wave dipole, and also student will able to learn the current distribution on a thin wire antenna at different wire lengths. So what is two wire antenna? So here we are taking two wires, they are separate, and we are giving the supply in between the electrical power AC voltage in between the two wires. So apply a voltage across the two conductor transmission lines, so that will create, so once we are giving a supply or AC voltage to the transmitter or transmission line, what will happen is first electrical field generates or electrical power will generate. So due to the generate, the charges, whatever free motion of charges are there, they will move from their initial position to they will wandering here and there. After that, the electric fields will be generated. So due to this motion of electric fields, whatever that is magnet of charges, the movement of charges creates a current in that in turns a magnetic field of intensity. The creation of time varying electric and magnetic fields between the conductors to forms electromagnetic waves. So always electric field and the magnetic field both are perpendicular to each other. At any point of contact, they will be the product of this electrical and magnetic field is zero, and they will travel along the transmission line. So the electromagnetic waves enters the antenna, and from that antenna the associated electrical charges are there, and from that there will be corresponding currents. So this is the radiation mechanism of two wire antenna. There the electric AC voltage is given to the supply, then the current, electrical current will move from the positive charges to the negative charges. After that it will reaches the transition area, which is our antenna area. From that again they will travel to the free space, and once they are reach out the that means open aperture area, so the whatever charges are there, they were separated from that antenna and they will form their magnetic loops. So if a part of the antenna is removed from the structure, then the free space waves can be moved from antenna to the outside, and they are connecting with the open ends of the electrical lines. If the currents are in opposite directions of the two wires, and they behaves like a standing waves pattern, and that standing wave pattern will generate with a current, zero magnetic of current, and ends at every wire and every half wavelength of the end. The conductors guide the waves, and the power resides the region surrounding the conductors as manifested by the electric and magnetic fields. The electric fields originates from one end and terminates in the and terminate on charges and perpendicular to the wires, and the magnetic fields always encircle with the wires. So this is what we are discussing here. We are giving the AC voltage, then the positive that means positive electric components will travel along the wire, and when they reach the antenna, so once they will reach the antenna and they will travel from the antenna, so they are moving like outside, and like our magnetic principle is there. Once a iron rod is there, when we kept a magnetic nearer to that, so they attract very strongly. Once we are separating the distance between those two one, that means the rod and the magnetic is separated by a distance, then what will happen? The power of the magnet toward the rod is decreasing. So what will happen? They will separate, and the field, the EM field will be loss is power when compared to the strong area. So like that, the whatever the encircling circles are having the two fields, one is positive and as well as the negative. So this is the radiation mechanism of two-wire antenna at different time intervals. At a time t is equal to 0, so what will happen is, so the field and the rod, the magnetic fields and the rod are very close to each other. Whenever the time is changed from t is equal to t by 8, so there are some magnetic are separated from that wire or antenna, and the field strength is reducing. So once t is equal to t by 4, again those are fields which is very close to the antenna, they will be having strong electromagnetic field, and when from the far away antennas, they are separated from the antenna, and from t is equal to 3t by 8. So as time is increasing, our time is increasing means that the radiation from your antenna to the your electric magnetic couples, they are separated from the antenna. So this is how the radiation mechanism of two wire. So those blue lines indicates your electric field lines, and red lines indicates your magnetic field. So always for an antenna, so these are there, the magnetic fields are always, both are in the opposite direction and always perpendicular to each other. Whenever at one point, if you calculate the magnetic field and the electric field, both are will cancel and get the zero current there. So this is how the radiation will occurring in a two-wire line. So as soon as the antenna, when you are seeing that antenna in the middle, there will be a strong magnetic and electrical path, EM field, and whenever they are far away from the antenna, those fields are reducing. And this is a good example of how electric fields are occurring in a biconical antenna. So see that whenever the antenna is in the middle one, so from the antenna, when the distance is increasing, so they are separating, that the fields are separating from the antenna and they are moving in the free space. And next, the radiation mechanism of a dipole antenna. So see that when we are taking a antenna with two halves, and the t is always t by 4, and the length of the antenna is lambda by 2, that is called dipole antenna. So at t is equal to t by 4, there is a maximum current I naught is there at the center. As soon as we are increasing that means time is increasing, t is equal to t by 2. So then what will happen is, some of the so there are waves are transmitted into two way. One is at t to t by 4, and another one is another t to t by 4 to some t by 2. So whatever fields are imaginary waves are there, so they are in the t is equal to t by 4. At the t is equal to t by 2, t by 4 to t by 2, you are having some magnetic lobes. So after that, you are again increasing the time. You are increasing the time. What will happen is, those loops are encircling with all the imaginary loops. So the maximum current is I naught, and they were encircling with a magnetic loops. So during the first t and t by 2, t by 4, the charge has reached a maximum current, and lines are travel outwardly with a radial distance of lambda by 4. So this is what we are discussing at the t is equal to t by 4. So the charge is maximum at the center, and they will travel lambda 5 at the radial direction. At t by 4 to t by 2, what will happen is, original three lines travel an additional of another lambda by 4, that is lambda by 4 to lambda by t, and the lines created by the opposite charges travel a distance of lambda by 4, and the charge density begins diminish, that means they will vanish and they are leading to the neutralization. At t is equal to t by 2, so what will happen is, there will be no net charge on the correct antenna. The lines must have forced to detach from the conductor and to unite together from a closed loop. So this process beyond t by 2, what will happen is this process. So there will be no net charge and they are detached from the conductor and there will be loops are forming. So till now what we are discussing is how the radiation will be occurring in two-wire antenna and the dipole antenna. So in the two-wire antenna what we are doing is we are giving a AC voltage, from that positive charges and negative charges will move in the transmission line, and they will whenever the stationary charges are there, they will move from their initial position, and that's why there is some collision will happens, and the charges which are nearer to the antenna will set to move from the antenna and they are moving to the free space. And these are the and after that we are discussing about dipole antenna. At dipole antenna at t is equal to t by 4, there is having a maximum charge at the center, and also they will travel lambda by 4 distance radial.